really quickly, because I value your time. First of all, I'm sorry that this video took so long to make. I realized in about mid-April that I was incredibly burnt out, to the point where I would open my program up to edit this, and then my body would tell me no, and I listened to it, and I'm feeling a lot better now. So hopefully from this point forward, I can upload like once every couple weeks or so, maybe. And as well, if you want to see more of me, I have been streaming more on Twitch a little bit. It's been a lot of fun. I do have a set schedule this time, but if you join my Discord server, I normally post a little notification when I'm about to go live. So feel free to check that out. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Enjoy the video. Fuck you. I just have to remember how to be a person on camera now. It's been a little bit. My name's Camp. This is OKARI. You might recognize her from that one other fucking video we did that one time.
We are recreating our own success, baby.
Yeah! It worked out so well last time. Why not just keep kicking the dead horse till it stops spitting out money?
Yeah, we are going to milk this dry.
Absolutely. We are going to milk this. I don't like where this is going. Last time we did this, we were looking at the Wokes Games list, which was some giant-ass Google Doc by someone who has way too much free time. And now we're looking at DEI Watchdog. On the website, you have 10 different categories. Yes, they've broken this down into 10 goddamn metrics, and each one is a ranking out of 5.
We picked a game or two for each category. We have to guess the number out of 5. It's going to be ranked. If we get it wrong, take a drink. If not, other person takes a drink. Good? Good.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors it, like last time?
Sure. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, cool. I'm doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke right now. You feel like the first trainer AI. The first category we got is modern political messages, and the game that I chose for this is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh gosh. Cyberpunk, as we know, is like a dystopian capitalist hellscape. I feel like they're not entirely smart enough to understand that. That's like a critique. I'm gonna say 2 out of 5.
Unfortunately, it's a 3 out of 5.
God damn it.
There's this guy who says that the story is about identity politics, and it feels forced sometimes, as if Cyberpunk isn't about identity and its relation to technology at its
Literally. Core. It's almost like that's what the entire Cyberpunk genre is, you fucking idiots. The game I have for you, what do you think Apex Legends is?
It's a multiplayer shooter. What kind of political message is there? Like, I know there's a story and lore and everything, but like at its core, they're probably just upset that like there's a trans woman or something. I'm gonna say a 1 out of 5. I'm gonna guess that they're like, oh, at least I get to shoot.
You're not gonna believe this.
Oh no.
Apex Legends is a 5 out of 5 on the political messaging.
What the actual fuck?
Overt focus on modern political messaging, including pro-LGBTQ themes. While it's great to see diverse characters, okay, don't lie. Don't lie. You're on this website. The political undertones are hard to ignore. I have played Apex Legends for like tens of hours. I genuinely can't think of a single time. Because is there a story in Apex Legends?
There is a story, but you have to like really go out of your way to find it. Like you have to be up to date on their Twitter and YouTube and like making sure you get all the battle passes and everything.
Oh god, so they were just digging for that. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't know, I've played Apex for 600 hours. So I kind of know what
I feel like
I'm
she would know.
About.
She's the authority on that.
Next category is classic characters changed. I feel like the obvious route to go with this one would be to pick a remaster. So I picked Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Oh gosh. My experience with Dead Rising has been pretty minimal. I do know it's like a zombie game, right?
Its claim to fame is that you can like use any object in it as a weapon.
Oh no. Okay, I do know this game. All right, I haven't played it myself, but I've seen some gameplay. If it's a remaster and not a remake, then maybe the game isn't that old. So there might have already been a little bit of like stuff they consider DEI or woke in the game. I'm gonna say 3 out of 5.
I feel like we should like get it within 1 or 2. Let's change it to within 1. Within 1?
Within 1, okay.
You would be correct. It is officially rated a 4 out of 5, and the only review on the site wasn't specific about any changes to the character at all. They were just like, he's different now, and I hate that.
I don't like change. Change scares me. Well, now, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah, you're really wanting to know.
Yeah! The next one I have for you, for the classic characters being changed, is the new RoboCop game that recently came out.
What the fuck is a RoboCop?
RoboCop was like a movie franchise, then there's a game, or maybe it was a game franchise that had a movie, I don't know.
I'm gonna guess that like they took out all of the classic 80s cross-dressing or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna say it's a 4 out of 5.
Once again, you're not gonna believe this. It is a 0.
What the fuck?
Figured they would change a lot, but
we really came for each other's throats this time. We picked some like real curveballs.
I do have a couple not curveballs as an excuse for me to drink, as in an excuse to give you a point, actually, is what I mean.
I didn't do that because I was talking about this with you earlier, but to the camera, this is my first time playing like a drinking game after I started estrogen. So my alcohol tolerance is like on the fucking floor.
We're gonna see what happens. And I'm also drinking something that's like triple the strength, so we're just both gonna be fucked. Traditional values mocked.
What I got for you is this silly little point and click adventure game. Sort of like Freddy Fish. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that? Remember that? Remember how much you liked that video and how much you
Please give me the watch time, please. I need this. I need to make the extra 2 cents off of AdSense. I will e-transfer you half of the AdSense for this video, which will be like 3 cents maybe.
Hell yeah, that's enough money to pay for this game. Leisure Suit Larry, Love for Sale. So think Disney porn animation.
What?
But a point and click adventure game about this really doofy guy who gets on a cruise ship and has sex with a bunch of beautiful women.
I mean, he kind of sounds like he's living a dream, to be honest.
How much do you think they're mocking traditional values?
Okay, well, mocked is interesting. It's an interesting way to phrase it, because in my head, it's like rejecting traditional values. But I guess you could also say it's like reinforcing traditional values to a comical degree, which I feel like, you know, Larry Fleshlight is doing. I forget his name, but you know what I mean.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry. Okay.
Remember the name, bitch.
So since it says mocked, I'm going to guess 2 out of 5.
I'm going to give it to you. It's a 3 out of 5.
Yay!
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. You were
reviews,
drinking so much.
So what I assume is that they didn't like the kind of polyamorous lifestyle that Larry is leading.
I didn't even consider the polyamory angle. Shit. Okay, the one I got for you is Yakuza 3.
Damn, it's kind of hard because it's like, are they comparing it with American traditional values or are they comparing it with like Japanese traditional values?
Probably are, to be
Okay, they're probably not smart enough to compare it with Japanese values. I played through most of Yakuza 0, so I kind of know what Yakuza is about now.
Yeah. Kuza.
From what I know of Kiryu, I'm gonna middle of the road at 3 out of 5.
That is bang on the money. It is exactly 3 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Finally, OKARI catches a fucking dub. I can drink again. Good lord. This person rated it a 3 out of 5 on the traditional values mocked. Let's see. They attempt to modernize its narrative by incorporating strong pro-LGBT themes. It's LGBT all the way down. It struggles to balance these elements with storytelling, which may not sit well with traditionalists. There you go. Instead of questioning your traditions, just stick your head in the sand, I guess.
You know why I asked you to like give me the reasons that it mocked traditional values?
I do not. Why do you ask?
It is because I chose it for the next. I chose Yakuza 3 for the next category, which is forced gender and identity politics.
Ooh, it feels kind of cheaty now because now I know there's someone bitching about pro-LGBTQ messaging. I'm gonna live dangerously. I'm gonna say 4 out of 5.
Fuck, you're bang on the money.
Yeah!
I looked a little bit more into it. People are mainly mad because they cut out this transphobic ass side mission where Kiryu is running away from a trans woman who's pursuing him sexually, and they replaced it with a conversation with just like a regular trans person who's worried to come out to her boyfriend.
Okay. I'm glad you picked that instead of the one that I picked for forced gender identity and politics, because the one that I have currently on this list is Toontown Corporate Clash.
The fuck? Forced gender and identity politics in Toontown.
Or there might not be. You know, it's out of 5.
The Toontown mayor is a raging fascist.
Do you want like a really, really slight hint that might not be a hint?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so Toontown Corporate Clash is actually unofficial. It's a remake of Toontown that was only made, I think it was released like this month or something. Like it is very new.
Oh, okay. If it's made by a fan, they might try to like preserve the original as much as possible and not introduce all of this woke ideology for our children. So I'm gonna say 1 out of 5.
It's 5 out of 5.
5 out of fucking 5.
Toontown is very identity political. There's only one review on the website, and the person just reamed into it so hard. From simple things as DEI holiday posts and ignoring holidays such as Easter and Thanksgiving, inserting characters just a virtue signal, or change existing characters to the point like a fan fiction. This dude was just so pissed. They plan to soon rewrite the story again, and will most likely be woke along with their character additions. Oh my... How do people live like this? Like genuine question. Is your blood pressure like a normal level? I need to know.
I know mine is rising. For a variety of reasons.
Next category. No, we're still laughing? We're still going?
I'm sorry. It's hitting. Okay, sorry. We need to delve into this. Like, who the fuck is in Toontown? Like, what the fuck is it? I can't move on unless I Google this shit.
Oh, hell for some people.
Okay, I see Goofy on it. So it had a bunch of Disney characters.
Oh, okay.
And you can make, like, your own OCs and shit.
Encouraging creativity is pretty woke.
Single political view is the next category. And the game I picked for you is Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, no.
The game about wizard fascists.
I don't know exactly what the percentage would be of people on this website that would ride J.K. Rowling's dick. You know, other than the batshit crazy shit J.K. Rowling's done recently, I feel like a lot of people don't dig too deep into the politics of the Harry Potter verse. At least I don't, but I'm stupid. Don't follow my example. I'm gonna say 1 out of 10.
Out of 10. So you're saying
5,
0.5 out of 5?
You know what? Fuck it, actually. 0.5 out of 5. So it has to be a 0 or a 1.
Well, yeah, because it's a 0.5, you're wrong. It's a 2 out of 5.
Oh, you know what? I'll take it.
So if you chose one, it would have been correct.
I did this to myself.
The comments were like, yeah, it really endorses a single view, like in terms of politics. And it's just like, bro, it's about people fighting wizard fascists. Like, what?
Harry, did you put your name in the conservative ballot?
While the magical world and visuals are stunning, the game tries too hard to integrate modern political themes, which sometimes feel out of place in the 1800s setting. The gameplay is fun, but the story could use more focus on the magical lore we all love. If you're looking for a more traditional Hogwarts experience, this may not fully satisfy. Dude, again, it's always been about fighting wizard Nazis.
If you signed with the Deathly Hallows, I feel like you got some baggage going on. Those are the Nazi wizards, right? I think? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
All right, cool. My experience with... What are we talking about?
Harry Potter. Oh my
Harry Potter.
Dude.
This is a train wreck. I fucking love it. We're not even halfway done. I don't know how we're going to do this. So what I got for single political view is the game Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart, what's that about?
I don't really know, to be honest. All I know is that it's like based in Russia and there's like the 2 robot women that everyone wants to fuck.
Russian sexy robots, single political view, 4 out of 5.
It's a 2 out of 5.
Fuck!
There are moments where modern political themes peek through, like when an elderly female character heroically saves the day. How is that What?
Oh my god, it's literally just a story happening.
Well, that was all the woke shit. And now, the last 5 categories are focused on DEI shit.
The first category is diversity quota characters. So first off, I got Red Dead Redemption 2 for you.
I have not played Red Dead 2, no. I mean, I have it installed, I never...
Oh my god, please,
oh my
please.
Gosh. Okay, fine, I will, it's fine. Can you get up off the floor? From what I've seen from gameplay, I feel like it's like whiter than the sun. 1 out of 5.
Shit. Here's the thing, you're right, it is 1 out of 5, but in my opinion, in these people's eyes, it should be way higher than that because they have so many different ethnicities or main characters of the story. Like, it is a very diverse crowd of outlaws. It makes sense for the story because they're outlaws, like they're literally persecuted in America.
Which, I mean, at that point, you consider it be more labeled as woke, too. Maybe the game was just that good that, you know, they just didn't even consider making like a culture war rage bait out of it.
I guess so, but this guy did. This is a lengthy review that I kind of want to read out word for word.
Oh, do it.
Red Dead 2 was an amazing game during the first playthrough. There are a lot of based elements, making it worth playing unless you feel really strongly about the cultural war. On the one hand, it's a pretty based story with based masculine activities like hunting, racing, gambling, fishing, providing and protecting the camp, train robberies, farming and ranching, cattle drivers, all great based fun, especially in the first playthrough. He says base like 3 times in the first paragraph.
I mean, I've counted 4 so far. Let's see.
On the other hand, it does like to preach at any chance it gets. For example, in highlighting suffrage and how it would be a good thing. It sounds like a perfectly wonderful thing until you see the effects in our own times. Women being told it's more empowering and fulfilling to be an OnlyFans girl. The F in OnlyFans is replaced with an asterisk, so it's censored. Rather than finding a good husband and having children. I see so many young women struggling with these false identities and resisting what should feel most natural. The few young women I know who are married and have children are the only happy women I know. But to get back to the game.
I almost forgot it was a game review.
Derailed it. These preachy moments definitely drag you out of the story. The multiplayer gets a little bit more woke too, with much more customization that's bending much of history. And obviously players can choose to be male or female there, but that's to be expected. So I'd say this game is worth playing, but I'd leave a negative comment in your own reviews for their preachiness. They put much effort into this game. Let's be fair, the single player is only male playable characters, for example, so the game has woke notes, but it's not a woke preachy game. Just show them after playing that some of their creative choices bothered you, if they did.
Wait, sorry, what? I love the last line about how it's like, it really just epitomizes the way that these people think, because it's like, because you play as a male character, that's a not woke thing. So if you played as a woman, that makes it woke, I guess, because the women are weird. I don't know.
The thing is, like, back then, if you didn't have a husband as a woman, literally the only way you could get by was by being a fucking outlaw and killing people and robbing banks.
Okay, so I can kind of follow the logic. I mean, it's stupid logic, but I can follow it. There's a thread.
When there are desperate people, they will do desperate things. That is the message of Red Dead 2 loud and clear. That was a long-ass segment. Oh my god.
So I feel like mine is going to be a little bit obvious, but I'm just going to say it for the meme value. Dream Daddy.
5 out of 5.
It is 4 out of 5, so you get that. I haven't actually played it in a while. I should try it again for funnies. I'll make that my next YouTube video. Dream Daddy is a game.
We'll release videos on the same day. You for Dream Daddy, me for Larry suiting up for boat, whatever. Next up is identity over skill hiring. And the game I picked for this one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
I don't know, because I feel like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like, it's like popular, but it's not like Ubisoft level popular for games, right? So I don't know if they would really...
You think Ubisoft is popular?
Well, I you know what I mean. Ubisoft is kind of like a bad partner where like you just want to leave them, but you just keep coming back. I'm going to cover the lower half, and I'm going to say 1 out of 5.
You did get that. It is a 0 out of 5.
0, let's go.
The note I wrote was, but it's turtles that know ninjutsu? That's DEI in action. People are so pissed off at the new Assassin's Creed. They should be equally as pissed off at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Honestly, yeah. If you think hiring a person of color to play a part is bad, hiring a fucking turtle? DEI has gone too far. What I chose for this one, Avowed. Have you heard of Avowed?
I did hear about that one, and it looked boring as shit, so I proceeded not to learn any more.
Based on the aesthetic or your opinion on it, do you have a guess on who was hired?
Oh, it's about hiring to work on it.
I think it means like they just meet DEI quotas like in the office, so they like it's like an affirmative action thing.
No wonder I picked the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I thought it was about the characters.
I mean, it's equally possible I'm wrong. I just figured.
If we're talking about the offices, I'm gonna say 5 out of 5.
No, it's only 3 out of 5.
Oh god, fucking.
Have fun with your vodka lemonade.
I picked it should be a relatively easy one. No offense, but I thought I would be absolutely fucking killing it here. So I picked an easy one for this category. Diversity over story. Fuda Fix, Dick, Dine, and Dash. So how much diversity did they place over the story in Fuda Fix, Dick, Dine, and Dash?
Well, considering the first word is Fuda, I'm gonna say that's like 5 out of 5. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Somehow it's a 4 out of 5. You still got it, but like
I was gonna say 4 out of 5, but I was like, nah, I gotta go all in.
I don't know how on earth it's not a 5 out of 5. I wrote in my notes in this doc that I made, what did you expect?
Diversity over story, for me, we have Tales from the Borderlands, a Telltale game series.
Fuck, I don't know anything about Borderlands. I know Tiny Tina is a character on People Map because she's a woman. Probably. 3 out of 5.
2 out of 5. You got it. For a Telltale game, I'm surprised it wasn't higher. Next category, rewritten history and culture.
How much history and culture was rewritten during the great book burning of Toontown Corporate Clash?
Based off of the identity politics thing earlier, I feel like those kind of go hand in hand. I'm gonna say 5 out of 5, all the way up.
Indeed, it is a 5 out of 5. It is.
No. How did they fucking how did they
Toontown revisionists?
Fucking Toontown revisionists ruining my game. How is this one dude that pissed about Toontown?
I don't know. You already read the review, but I mentioned something specific about it, which is that they rated it for stuff that hasn't even happened yet. They plan to rewrite the story again, and there will most likely be woke along with their character additions. They already started by trying to decanon previous years of content, as well as deleting 10 to 20 videos made pre-2020. So yeah, this shit hasn't even happened in the game yet, and they're already rating it.
This is already so pissed off. Oh, we live in hell. Okay. For what I picked for rewritten history and culture, this is from one of my favorite franchises, Sonic Adventure Director's Cut.
Oh my god. I saw some pretty woke art of Shadow and Knuckles recently. I really liked it. Something woke inside of me.
I have that image in my head now. Thank you very much.
4 out of 5. Fuck it.
It's actually only a 2 out of 5, which sounds low compared to 4 out of 5, but I'm just fascinated by the idea that someone thought Sonic Adventure was rewriting history at all. The only review for Sonic Adventure 2 is just a copy and paste of the woke list one, so it doesn't have anything. I mean, subtly anti-colonialism. There you go. That's probably where the rewritten history comes from. last category. Fucking Christ, we went through this quickly.
Jesus.
Maybe it won't be like a half hour long like the Woke's Games List one.
Change characters, skills, / roles. Which again is kind of related to rewriting, but they don't know how to fucking categorize anything. I'd pick Deltarune.
Just from like an objective level, not even accounting for Woke or DEI, like it's pretty different from Undertale. Like not just in terms of, well, I mean, I guess gameplay is relatively the same, but in terms of characters, like a lot of them are older or in a kind of like an alternate timeline. There's a lot of new characters too. I'm gonna try to be objective and say that quite a bit changed. Maybe not in the way that they imagine. So I'm gonna say 2 out of 5.
It is a 1 out of 5. You got it.
Yeah!
In the comments for this one, I wrote, I'm surprised as they made Asgore a softy beta male who runs a flower show.
I mean, it was kind of like that in the original game, too. He just was very hard-pressed on murdering a kid. It's really funny that you bring up sequels, because the one I chose is Hades 2.
I know they introduced a new character, but I don't know if they changed anything.
I don't know either. I've never played any of the Hades games.
0 out of 5.
It is a 2 out of 5, actually.
Are you kidding me?
The game is heavy on modern political themes, because it's always political, and there are changes to classic mythological characters. If you prefer traditional storytelling, this might not be for you.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that it's based on like actual mythology.
Isn't it the whole point? The game's literally called Hades.
Because I've actually played the game, I think about the characters in like the context of their own game. They feel like their own thing.
So you actually just like enjoy the game for what it is, unlike a lot of the people here.
Like a regular person, yeah.
Well, congrats to whoever won. I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure it was me, but whatever. I'm pretty sure I drank like 4 or 5 times. I am so sorry.
It was you. It was fucking you.
Okay, well, don't fall over.
I'm not going to. I'm not. Believe it or not, I was doing that for comedic effect.
Damn, you can be funny? I didn't know.
Again, this is us repeating history. Didn't last time you also made a joke about women finally being funny?
I think I did, actually. You're right. And it still rings true.
You know how many times I'm blinking per second to like keep my vision? Like steady?
No. In my defense, I didn't realize I would kick your ass this hard. With the rules that we have, it's technically a 50-50 chance every time. So I don't know.
I guess
RNG just is not on your side.
Okay, well, that's the end of the list. That was very fun. A very fun sequel, I would say.
I quite enjoyed that. It was a nice little fresh twist that we did.
Yeah.
I don't know what the... Lock it.
It was a fun, I guess you could say, twist.
Well, that's terrifying. What's up, motherfuckers? It's me from the future. So as part of this recording session, we also reacted to a video called The Pussification of Gaming. It was very funny and I lost multiple brain cells. It was originally going to be in this video, but I decided to make it into its own separate thing, mostly because this video, I wanted to have it out by Wednesday, and if I try and edit everything, that's not going to happen. But it will be done. It might just be another video up on here, or maybe I'll make it a Patreon thing or put it on the second channel. If it's done and up by the time you're watching, I'll have a card up here somewhere so you can watch it. If it's not there, well then I haven't done it. Don't fucking bug me. All right, that's all. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you especially to the patrons. They're gonna appear over OKARI's face right now. There you go. Watch the video of Sandra Lee shit.
Just click every link of ours until there's like 63 tabs open in your browser.
100%. And if there's not 63 tabs, just loop back around and just keep open duplicates until there's 63. If you do 64, then I want you to unsubscribe. I don't want you here. And that's gonna be it. Peace. Get paid, get laid, Gatorade.
I kind of want to talk about how dog shit this website is.
Actually, yes, do that. I'm gonna let her speak on it. I had a little bit of experience with it. It's a nightmare. I don't want to relive it. You go.
Getting any information on this website was absolutely impossible. Number one, they have this button that says view all games, so you can, preferably view all of the games that people have rated on the website. But they broke the link, so instead it takes you to this blog article that just bashes drag queens the entire time. So to find any game that you're like specifically looking for, you have to search it, which because this website is so new and they introduced the ranking system relatively recently, there's like so many games with 0 ratings on it. Like it was like 10 times harder to find games for this rather than the last one.
Just a small update on this because I'm recording some B-roll for the edit right now. It turns out the problem is that when you click view all games, it takes you here still to the random blog post. But if you have the browser smaller like this and not taking up the whole screen, which I assume a lot of you do, you don't notice the sidebar here, which has a bunch of other shit in it. So if you hit games, then you're actually able to sort by platform and genre and all this stuff. But unless you have it like widescreen, you just don't see that at all. I guess you could argue argue that you should click the hamburger menu and get the shit that way, which, to be fair, we both missed, I think. But when you get a button that says view all games, you expect it to take you to the thing that actually shows you all the games.
Scrolling through it was a travesty. It lags like crazy when you don't have ad block on. This website just has so many fucking ads on it, and they're all for like AI shit, and just I got so many Google ads.
Because AI and Google shit are probably the only things I want to advertise on that site.
But also I kept getting a lot of ads for this canola oil company.
What?
Sorry, I misspoke. It's specifically weed killer so that my canola crops can grow fruitfully.
Oh my gosh. The three main advertisers, AI, Google, and canola oil weed killers.
They also pull a bunch of articles from this other website called That Park Place, which is just like the most right-wing fringe news outlet of all time. It's like the right-wing version of E-News. But because these people aren't like actual journalists who like know properly what they're doing, they're like the worst at writing. One of the titles of the articles reads, Ubisoft forms €4 billion gaming subsidiary with Chinese tech giant Tencent for major IPs like Assassin's Creed amid reported financial devastation.
Yeah, I feel like you could summarize everything in like half the length.
Yeah, like mentioning Assassin's Creed is just so unnecessary.
I actually took broadcast journalism for a year in college, and one of the things I did talk about is that you don't bring up names of like people or companies or anything in the headlines unless it's really obvious. Maybe I'm just weird, but who the fuck knows what Tencent is?
I'm sorry, they're like one of the biggest Chinese gaming conglomerates of all time.
Oh, all right, never mind. I'm
they
stupid.
own so much.
Cut that out. Camp, cut that shit out.